right, so we got a little update. Oh, by the way, you like the ponytail? Let me know. So I've been doing a lot of cleaning up this morning. I listed a bunch of stuff that I did get from my grandmother when I went to help clean out her attic a few weeks ago before all this coronavirus stuff happened. In it, I have a bunch of stuff here. So we have an espresso maker. I think it's like a pot. Didn't find too many comps on that, so I threw that up. Took a shot on it. This vintage scientific calculator. I don't know. Found one that sold for like, I think 30, but it was working. I can't get this thing to work. Comes with a stand. So took a shot on that, listed that. I've had this sitting forever. This Dymo label printer. I got it from a box of Amazon returns that I bought from a liquidation website. It's been sealed. I think they retaped it, but I didn't even bother to open it up. I'm gonna take a shot in it, and I put in the listing untested, so pretty much buying at your own risk there. My grandfather used to work for Pan Am, so they do have some of these cool pieces lying around their attic. This is an old pin from Pan Am. I guess they gave it to employees. And on the back, it does say it's 10 karat gold, but it's a very small amount. Like 1/10 of this piece is 10 karat gold. So I threw that up for $40, and I'll take an offer on it. This vintage 1970s CB digital synthesizer radio. My grandmother told me they used it once on a trip to Florida. It's pretty much like new condition. There was one comp that had it tested and working for like 40, but I decided to just put it up, and I always price higher. And then usually I'll take an offer on it. And for items this heavy like this, I'll add shipping on top if I know I'm going to take a low offer so I don't lose a lot on it. I would suggest charging shipping, especially something really heavy. This thing's like 10 pounds. So here's the wires with it. It's in really good shape. My grandmother also used to work for Wallbaum's, which was a part of A&P, an old grocery store for like 40 years. So she has a lot of these like old price guns. This one's a Meto, Me Too, whatever. I don't know how to say it. Meto. Again, a lot of these I'm not seeing comps on. A lot of these like vintage, unique items with not a lot of branding or model numbers. You're not going to see much. So that one I did see a model number on it, and I think I listed it pretty high, like $40 as well. So I'll take whatever I can get off of it. Also, this vintage price stamper. She worked in like the signage department, I think, and she has a bunch of this equipment. So we'll see. I put in the listing for this one, owned by a former A&P employee. I couldn't find any. I think the brand there says GL. I don't know. I couldn't find anything on it. I did find something on Pinterest about this. So it is like a brand, but eBay had nothing. So it could be good for me. It's very light, so this will go first class. So I listed all that stuff. And then I did list this like Romanian... So I said my grandfather worked for Pan Am. I don't know how he got this. It's this Romanian air transport tea set. There's 2 plates like this and 2 teacups. I have them wrapped up here. I'm not going to show you that. But I listed that pretty high too. There was no comps on it. I expect that to sit for an extremely long time. But if I could make some money off of it, why not? Somebody might buy it. I did look up the simple export rate. Because that is light. It's under 4 pounds. So it could go simple export rate with pirate ship. I think it was like... I think I put the shipping at like $18. And then this New Horizons World Guide. It's like a series of books that Pan Am put out back in the day. You'll see the little Pan Am logo there. And it says Pan Am on it. The spine's a little beat up. But again, I couldn't find this vintage on eBay. And you never know. I think this is from 1972. There's other comps for the New Horizons World Guide listed on eBay. I'm seeing them selling for anywhere between 10 to 40. I don't like to dig through books. When I first started doing this with Amazon and eBay, I would spend a lot of time digging through books, and it was just so tedious. And I know you can definitely make a lot of money doing it, but it takes a lot of time. That's why, another reason why I transitioned into video games mostly, because I kind of know what things are worth. It's quick. I could seek out my inventory a lot faster, but there is something fun, I will say, about finding unique items like this. I mean, that's part of the hunt, right? That's why we love this. It's not always very lucrative financially, but it's not always about, excuse me, it's not always about the money, and we'll see what happens. I expect this stuff to sit for a long time. So I wanted to show you guys a trick that I've seen in multiple videos and I thought could be really helpful. If you ever come across a remote and you want to test it and you don't have the appliance to see if it works, this looks like a remote from an air conditioner. Somehow it got caught in the 5 totes of video games that I bought a couple months ago, and I finally just got around to testing it. So here we have it. So I have batteries in, they do work. They are pretty much new batteries. Don't have the back to this, but I'm going to show you. So I think it is an infrared remote. Now sometimes on the iPhone you'll be able to see it. Now when you shut all the lights off, you have your finger on the power button, shut all the lights off. Now watch this. So see that light? I'm pressing the power button. So that infrared light is coming through in the dark. Learned that, I think, from Lonnie on Garage Flips. And I think also Resale Rabbit. I've seen that. I've seen that a bunch of times. I think multiple people. So thank you for showing me that. I'm going to look this remote up. So now I have a functioning replacement air conditioning remote for somebody that may need it. So I found one comp. Actually, no sold comps. I found one comp for $15.99 plus shipping, and I found one for like $9 or $10. I'm gonna go high. I'm gonna go $19.99. Take an offer on it. It's only 2 ounces. It'll only weigh 2 ounces after I pack it. So no battery back. We'll see what happens when it gets hot out.